Hey guys, my name is Steli Efti. I'm with Close.io, and I want to talk about SaaS sales and what kind of a sales approach and sales attitude you should take if you're selling SaaS products. So I was just talking to a young SaaS sales guy, and he was saying, Steli, what kind of an approach should I take when I sell sales software as a service, SaaS products? Should I be like all aggressive Wolf of Wall Street, or should I be all like chill, relaxed, social worker slash nice teacher that just gives information and is totally hands off? What's the right mix? What's the right attitude? What's the right energy when you're actually selling SaaS products? Wolf or lamb, right? Let's examine the question because I think it's a pretty excellent one. So number one, you definitely don't want to be a wolf. You don't want to be a wolf of Wall Street because when you're a wolf, what you are is basically you're utilizing or you're practicing hostile strength. What I mean by that is that you are going out in the world with strength, with clarity, with confidence, making people do what you want them to do. So that's definitely the strength part of it. But you're coming from a hostile place. You're coming from a place that's me. I want to take advantage of you. I want to take things away from you. I want you to be the victim of my desires and my needs. You're going out there and you don't really care if what you're selling is something that's good for people or not. All you care about is your own needs. And you're trying with brute force to pressure people into doing what you want them to do because you're a lot stronger than them, and you're a lot more scary, you know. And because people are scared and intimidated, and because you seem really strong, you're pressuring them into decision-making process. Why is that a bad idea in SaaS? Well, it's a bad idea because in SaaS, usually you're selling subscription products that people can cancel and businesses can cancel. And it doesn't really help you to pressure somebody into a decision if they then cancel 30 days later, right? You've accomplished exactly nothing. All you've done is you've created a lot of work, a lot of energy. It took money to actually, get that lead, and then it took hours of the sales guy actually calling them and emailing them and closing them and pressuring them into the deal. And then it took time to probably onboard them and give them support, and then they leave after 30 days, after one payment of like $250. It's not worth it. Besides it not being worth it to be a wolf, it's also not really healthy for you because being an asshole is just not, it's not the greatest kind of person to be. It's not really going to be great for your quality of life. I really don't advise you to be that kind of a person. Independently, actually, from selling SaaS or not SaaS, you really don't want to be, executing and practicing hostile strength. Now, the other extreme is being a lamb, being like a nice little teacher, social worker, somebody that's super nice, flower power. I'm just going to sit here and do anything you want, dear customer. And I'm just going to give you information, be completely passive, and have like no point of view, no opinion, no clarity, no level of influence or leverage over you. The problem with that is what you're doing there is you're actually executing on the strategy of friendly weakness. Now you're all friendly. You're coming from the right place. You actually want to service these customers, make them happy, make them successful, and that's awesome. The problem is that you're all weak about it. You have no confidence. You have no clarity. You have no authority. And the problem is that not only do people don't like buying from people that are weak and lack authority, lack clarity and confidence, people don't really like to make decisions and trust their money into a business that employs a lot of really weak people. But also, a lot of times people will take advantage of that weakness. They will now all of a sudden, it will create this dynamic where they turn into hostile people that practice hostile strength, and they're going to becoming wolves and take advantage just out of the social dynamic of the interaction and make demands and push you to give them a massive discount, and they'll push you to make all kinds of concessions and give them all kinds of things that are totally unreasonable just because they think they have the right and they're entitled to it, because you act in a way that suggests to them that they need to take advantage of you. That sucks as well, and it's not good for SaaS, not good for any kind of sales. Obviously, these people are typically not really made for sales, and if you practice that kind of energy, you're not going to succeed in sales. Where you want to be, ultimately, is practicing friendly strength. You want to be friendly, but you also want to be strong. You actually want to come into the sale with the philosophy in mind that you want to make the customer successful. You want to only close people that qualify. You want to only sell people solutions that actually address their problems. You only want to sell when you know you can make them successful. But you still do it with strength. You still do it with clarity, authority, and confidence. And you still do it with using your powers of influence in sales to actually help them get there. So the best model to think about this in terms of like who is friendly and strong is good parents. If you think about good parents are usually both friendly but also strong. They'll come into the relationship with a child both from a good place of love and understanding and forgiveness and really having your best interest in their mind and at their heart. But they also come into the relationship with strength and authority. Not like saying, wait, maybe you might not want to stick that big knife into your head, right? They're not saying that. You're coming in with full clarity as a parent and saying, put that knife down right now. All right, now step down that chair and come over here and let's see what we're going to do next. You want to be like really executing authority from a loving place because you have that best interest in mind, but still from a place of authority. And a lot of times when you sell very technical products, the people you interact with, your prospects, they don't know anything about your product. They don't know anything about your technology. They more likely or not don't really know if they should buy or not. They don't have the wealth and depth of information that you have because you've interacted with thousands and thousands of people in that market in relationship with your product. So naturally, when you come into the relationship, you need to figure out should they buy or not. But once you've decided that they should and they're a good fit, you're not wishy-washy. You're telling them you need to buy, and you're telling them which plan to buy. You need to be on this plan, and here's how you're going to onboard this. Here's how you're going to transition over to our software, and I'm going to help you out. You're going to give directions and give clarity and communicate confidence because that's what people love. That's what people resonate with, and that's how you're going to actually drive real results for the business, drive sales and sustainable sales that are going to keep on coming again and again and again, and people that are going to be happy and successful with your SaaS business forever. I'm a big fan of friendly strength in all scenarios in life. I think that's the best place to be in. Have people's interest in their mind, trying to make people happy and successful, but also coming in to the relationship with other people with strength and clarity and confidence. I think that's when you can be maximum impactful and influential and really make a difference in people's lives because we all lack way too much clarity. So here it is. What should you do? What kind of approach should you take when it comes to SaaS sales or any sales at all? Friendly strength. Keep that in mind.